Up, everybody? The R2RO Show Part 1, Episode 1, the first of its kind. Many more to come. Alright, so basically this is how it is. I'm discussing 3 different topics. These topics I think about throughout my day, and usually my day helps me decide on what I'm going to do and what I'm going to talk about. Alright, so the first topic is Mr. Submarine's own turkey sub. The reason this is in my show is because I just had one for dinner. It was really amazing. But I gotta tell you the story on how I ate one, the first one I ate. So, coming home from the gym, you know, I'm hungry. My mom makes turkey burgers, and I'm like, I don't really want to eat the turkey. I don't like turkey burgers. So I was like, you know, I don't want to eat these turkey burgers. I'm sorry, nothing against you or your cooking. So my grandma's like, oh, go to Mrs. Submarine, it's down the street. And I'm like, well, I'm not trying to eat like a cheese pizza puff or cheese fries or something like that. You know, I just came from working out. So my grandma's like, well, why don't you eat a sub? And I'm like, oh, yeah, they do have subs. So I'm like, alright, I'll give that a try. So I get there, and I'm like, yo, let me get a turkey sub. And he's like, oh, what do you want on it? And I'm like, well, what do you guys put on it? And he's like, alright, we put cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, olive, and vinegar. So I'm like, you know what, hold the onions, tomatoes, I hate tomatoes, I hate onions, and the mayonnaise, I hate mayonnaise. So he's like, what about the olive and vinegar? And I'm like, the olive oil and vinegar, sorry. So he's like, what about the olive oil and vinegar? And I'm like, you know, something tells me to get that. And I'm like, alright, just put it on, give it to me, I don't really care, YOLO. So I get home, and I'm like, the whole walk home, I'm staring at it, and I'm like, yo, what if I don't like this, you know? I just wasted like $3. So I get home, you know, unwrap it, look at it, so I take a bite, and it changed my life. Not to sound corny, but yeah. It was really good. It was so amazing. My mom wanted a bite, and I'm like, no. But she got a bite, but I was about to like smack her because she took a big bite, you know? Don't do that. So it was amazing. Best sub ever. I think it's better than Subway, actually, because Subway kind of tastes the same. Everything tastes the same there, to me. But Mrs. Submarine, something special about that sandwich. Alright, so next topic. You guys are familiar with Jerry Sandusky, the from Penn State coach, you know, allegedly. I think they found him guilty, but I don't want to say anything, you know, if I don't know. So allegedly he was involved in a lot of sexual harassment with his players. So recently his adopted son, he adopted a son, he came forward and let the authorities know that he was also molested by him. He started molesting him at age 8. That's pretty young. To age 15, that's pretty bad, because that's kind of like a man's kind of like crucial ages, I guess you could say. Like, that's when he's like growing up, you know, finding who he is, and like to have that happen to him is kind of messed up, you know, like kind of threw him like in a whirlwind, and he had like no control over it. You know, I think that's bogus, you know. So yeah, he came forward. I don't think he came forward at first, but I don't know what made him came forward, but he did. So, alright, next topic. I wasn't sure if I wanted to share this because it's a little personal. I don't know how you guys, I don't know how you guys think of me yet, so I don't want to like make you think I'm a weirdo, but whatever. So, I'm at the Y, you know, doing my weights, bench pressing 400, you know, nothing big. You know, I kept it light that day, 400 lbs, S's, you know, pound, you know. So, I'm like, alright, time to get my cardio in, you know, gotta do cardio, it's essential. So I'm like, you know, I really gotta go to the bathroom. You know, I don't want to run and have to go to the bathroom at the same time, you know. Then I wouldn't, like, focus on my cardio. So I'm like, alright, let me just handle this, you know, go down there, use the restroom, come back up, and finish my stuff. This is at the YMCA. So I get down there, right, I'm in the stall, about to handle my business. And some dude comes in, and I don't know about you, but I feel kind of weird, like, handling my business while another man's, like, right there and he could hear me. So I'm like, alright, let me wait for him to leave. So then, I heard clicking keys, so I'm like, man, it's the janitor. Because then I heard him open up the what are they called? The towel, like the towel dispenser. So we opened that up, and I'm like, oh, he's just changing the towels. You know, he'll be gone right now. So I'm waiting for him to leave. It's been like 2 minutes. And then I hear him like bring in something on wheels, and I'm like, yo, what is this man doing, you know? So then you hear like the cringe of the mop, squeezer, I guess. I don't really know the term for it. And I'm like, yo, is this man about to mop the floor? And I'm like, you can't do that, man. I'm trying to use the bathroom. So then I'm like, you know what? He'll just do the outside, and he'll wait for me to leave, and then he'll do my spot. So I'm like, all right, so that's cool, you know. but he's still in like the bathroom area, and I'm like, man, you know, I don't feel comfortable. This is weird. So then he's mopping, and I'm like, all right, hurry up, dude. And this took like 5 minutes, and then after that, he gets closer to the stall, and I'm like looking at him like, are you really gonna mop like inside of here? Like, so he gets his mop and he starts mopping throughout the stall, and I'm like, what the, like, you know, like, come on, bro, you're violating my personal space. Like, the mop was like by my foot, and I'm like, man, I don't even know what to do at this point. So I'm like, man, hopefully you don't look under, you know, that's kind of weird. So I'm like, man, you know, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should get up or I should like tell him something. So then I like waited it out. It felt like 8 minutes, but it was probably like 5 or 3. So I'm sitting there like for 5 minutes, just like, really, come on. And then he leaves, I guess, like after 8 minutes. And I was just like, oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Why did that happen to me? So those are my 3 topics. That last one was a personal story, and I hope you liked them. The R2RO Show will continue every day, 8 o'clock. Keep on viewing me, subscribing, commenting, disliking, all that.